And it's going to be the Nuggets off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Jokic passes to Davis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Here's Robertson. Pass to McGrady. Can't hit from in close.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here's Nowitzki. Out left to the wing. Right wing. Three-pointer Embiid. Hauled in by the Kings. About a minute played here so far in the first. From the arc. And Robertson gets it to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Jokic. Here's Cooper. Here's Nowitzki. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now here's Jokic. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Pass to McGrady. Launches it from deep. They get the rebound. Mutombo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Sacramento shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
For Sacramento, Dikembe Mutombo at the line for 2.
That one's off. Good on the second one. A minute 58 left to play in the first. Nowitzki, pass to Embiid. Here's Cooper. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Pass to McGrady. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. They retain possession. 6 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Counted from distance. Wembanyama's got 5.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Here's Nowitzki. Back to Jokic. It's stolen by Wembanyama. For the finish. And it's slammed in by Carter.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Nowitzki. Back to Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Robertson. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top, up 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
We've got Anthony Davis. Nikola Jokic is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Nowitzki in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Cooper. No made baskets yet. And it's Nowitzki missing. Here's McGrady. Pass to Robertson. Here's McGrady. Check by Davis. Here's McGrady. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's McGrady. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Robertson. Rebounded by Denver.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Nowitzki. Pass to Jokic. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Kings. Mutombo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to McGrady. And there's the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Jokic. Here's Cooper. Denver moving it around. And here's Jokic. 19-footer. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
Here's McGrady. Check by Davis. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Embiid passes to Jokic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Kings lead by 3. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And the Nuggets call time here. 44 seconds left in the half. Jokic against Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Jokic, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Wembanyama up top. All alone. And Robertson gets it to go. And now it's a 7-point Kings lead.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Jokic. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Robertson in at the 1. Here's McGrady. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Cooper. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Cooper's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Carter can't get it to go.
Well, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Here's Jokic. Stolen by Carter. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Jokic passes to Cooper. Pass to Nowitzki. Rebound by Sacramento.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
The 3 from Wembanyama doesn't go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Jokic. Pass to Nowitzki. Inside. Easy money for Davis inside.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Wembanyama. Now Carter. Embiid covers. Outside Carter. 6 on the shot clock. McGrady. No good on the 3. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Embiid. Davis with a screen on Wembanyama. Anthony Davis packs it down.
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. 80 is towards the top of that list.
McGrady the pass to Wembanyama. Goes up from the top of the key. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Nuggets call time here.
Denver calls time.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's Cooper. He's got 5. Pass to Nowitzki. Lets it fly. The rebound by Carter. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's McGrady. Embiid covers. Outside Wembanyama. And here's Carter. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Embiid. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Screen by Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Showing some range. Embiid, nice.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Pass to Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Davis. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Wembanyama. Carter from outside. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Almost had a chance at a 4-point play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Vince Carter, taking 3 shots.
Three shots.
And that one falls for Carter. Second free throw is good. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sacramento on top, up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Joel Embiid is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Cooper in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Robertson. They set the pick. Pass to McGrady. Stolen by Davis. Here's Nowitzki. Now here's Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
Here's Robertson. Now Carter. He launches. Buries it from outside. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Sacramento.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Cooper. Jokic in the post. Wembanyama on him. Oh, it doesn't go.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Here's Cooper. Jokic in the post. Covered by Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Jokic. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Sacramento leading by 10. Here's McGrady. Sinks it in the post.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for them.
Nuggets trail by 13. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jokic against Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Here's Davis.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
At the line for your Nuggets, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit.
Assist from.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
Line for Denver, Nikola Jokic. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jokic. No good on the second free throw. On offense, here are the Kings. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Here's Davis. Oh, it's off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Robertson. Wembanyama screen. From about 19. Yes, sir.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And the Magic start out with the ball. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Antetokounmpo out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Kareem. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Chamberlain. And Howard with the stuff.
When you look at the stats, Howard's at his best in the pick and roll.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Iverson. Now here's Allen. He's covered by Irving. That's good from Allen on the assist by Iverson.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
No one covering.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Towns. On the wing, Iverson puts it up. Shot clock at 5. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Outside, Kidd. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Irving for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bounce pass on Antetokounmpo. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Outside, Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. Towns with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
To the wing on the left. Iverson outside. 4 on the shot clock. From 13, uses the glass to drop it in.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Irving passes to Durant. Over onto Antetokounmpo. KD can't get it to go.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Allen kicks to Towns. Pass to Allen. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Magic with the lead. Outside Irving. Now here's Howard. Outside for Kidd. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. Kidd's got 6 points.
Well, the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Over Howard. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Magic leading by 4. Irving passes to Kidd. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Allen outside. And here is Iverson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Magic out in front. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Towns, Allen Iverson out there with Allen. Then it's Kareem, and it's Giannis in at the small forward. Now here's Durant. Still scoreless. Towns with the steal. Giannis with it. He's picked up by KD. Antetokounmpo kicks to Iverson. Giannis passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Yep, that one goes in there.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Kidd. Chamberlain with a screen on Iverson. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Chamberlain.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Abdul-Jabbar with the ball. He's guarded by Howard. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Allen. Here's the teardrop. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Irving kicks to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Towns. Pass to Iverson. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Iverson outside. Allen surveying the D. A three. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got 6 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Durant. Howard with a screen on Giannis. KD with a nice move. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Allen. Sent back by Howard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half. Kidd passes to Irving. Now Durant. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Oh, Iverson showing range.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Seven seconds left in the first half of the game. Takes a three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The Hawks leading. We've got Kidd. Chamberlain is out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Giannis. Still without a basket. 5 to shoot. Allen inside the three-point line, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Durant, the pass to Kidd. And here's Chamberlain. Iverson covering. The wide open look for Durant. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got the first basket of the second half here for Orlando. Here's Iverson. He's got 12. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Iverson. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Here's Allen. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given his strength.
Antetokounmpo against Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo kicks to Iverson. Giannis outside. Pass to Allen. Latrey. Again, Allen missing.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Outside Kidd. Outside Irving to the right side. The three from KD. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 3 assists now in this one. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Floats it up for Giannis. And stolen by Chamberlain. 18 feet out. And KD the bucket on the assist by Kidd. Kidd's got 3 assists tonight.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Orlando.
Pass to Howard. Chamberlain down low. Working on Abdul-Jabbar. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. Towns dishes to Iverson. 41 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Allen for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Irving. Outside, Kidd. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Iverson. Takes the elbow jumper and frames it. Iverson's got 14 points for the game. And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Antetokounmpo. Towns is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Iverson. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard. Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Howard living at the line, all about knocking him down.
At the line for 2, Dwight Howard.
That free throw missing.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
So he comes up empty, missing both. The Hawks trail by 7. Allen kicks to Iverson. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Towns up top and stolen by Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo against Kidd. Giannis with some nice D.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Kidd with the steal. Outside Irving. Pass to Chamberlain. KD against Iverson. Durant. 16-footer dropped in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, the Hawks head coach had some advice for the team over the last break. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And so Allen will bring it up now for Atlanta. 9-point game. Antetokounmpo outside. No good from 3. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Howard with it. The shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now Allen from outside can't get it to go.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Durant inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Howard with the steal. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now Durant.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
Second team foul. At the line for Orlando, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You love everything that KD gives you on both ends, and he's a 3-level, 2-way player. He's a quiet leader, but he leads by example.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hawks trail by 13. Towns sets the pick for Allen. Antetokounmpo outside. The 3 is off. And the Magic with possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Allen. Towns outside. The long shot, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Iverson. After Julius Erving's miss. Yep, that's going to go in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Kidd. Outside Durant. Knocks down the 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And it's the Kings to start out. Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. We've got Wembanyama, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Mutombo, the pass to McGrady. Here's Robertson, 6 to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. McGrady, shot is off. On offense, here is San Antonio. Up top, Johnson. He's checked by Carter. Johnson passes to Mobley. Here's Bird. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
McGrady, shot is off.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Mutombo. Now Johnson. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Lays it up and banks it in.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's McGrady. Here's Mutombo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Sacramento, Dikembe Mutombo. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Mobley finds Thompson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Carter. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Robertson. That shot is off. Nice D from Thompson. Johnson passes to Mobley. Here's Bird. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bird's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Mobley passes to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Pass to McGrady. Now Wembanyama. From deep 3-point range.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's McGrady. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Thompson, that's good.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Here's McGrady, covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, pass to McGrady. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Johnson. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Carter in at small forward. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for San Antonio.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Mobley.
One shot.
One shot.
Kings trail by 10. Pass to Mutombo. Outside Carter. Here's Robertson. And that one's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Mobley outside. Here's Thompson. Mutombo with the rebound. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And it's Bird missing.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Robertson. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's Mutombo. Carter from outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Mobley. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Mobley. Thompson's got 5 now.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Pass to McGrady. Out to the right wing. Outside Carter. Let's go with a three. And another Sacramento three.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Now here's Johnson. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson with a steal. Here's Johnson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Johnson's gotten his second bucket of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Tipped. Here's Thompson. Hey, exploding to the rim. Thompson powers it down.
Look at the agility from Klay Thompson. I think that part of his game is underrated.
Here's McGrady. Wembanyama, screen on Johnson. Here he goes. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bird, uneasy 2 on the layup. Bird's got 7 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Robertson, defended by Thompson. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Outside Carter, takes a 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Johnson on the wing. He's checked by Carter. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. They get it back. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a minute. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Klay Thompson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Evan Mobley, and it's Bird in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Robertson. Thompson with a steal. And here's Johnson. Takes the 3. And there's Thompson on the assist by Johnson. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Wembanyama pass to McGrady. Outside for Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio leading by 8. Here's Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Timeout called. The Kings. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Mutombo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Dikembe Mutombo. Shoot 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Johnson. He's got 6. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bird. Up top, Robinson. 6 to shoot. Robinson, a screen on Wembanyama. Johnson passes to Robinson. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Guys, back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Thompson's shot is off. Kings trail by 10. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Pass to Thompson. Lots of room. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
A big man that dishes. Something Mobley does very well.
Here's McGrady. Here's Robertson. Shoots from the elbow. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Sacramento ball.
Outside Carter. 5 on the clock. Basket's good. Carter's got 11 points.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Mobley outside. The 3 from Thompson. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Robertson. Puts up the 8-footer. No good there. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Spurs. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at Sacramento, we've got Wembanyama, and it's Mutombo in at the 5. Robinson with a steal. On the wing, Thompson. Johnson with a bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
McGrady, good.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
San Antonio leading by 8. Johnson passes to Thompson. And the 3 off target. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Drives to...
Look out!
Wow! Oh, my goodness! And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
San Antonio leading by 6. Outside Mobley. Now Thompson. Here's Robinson. 8-footer is in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Oscar Robertson. Shoot 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Outside Mobley. Takes a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Here's Robertson, defended by Thompson. 17-footer on the way. It's good.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Mobley, a screen on Carter. Outside Thompson. Outside Johnson. Oh, missed on the tray. Kings trail by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Oscar Robertson, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Here's Thompson. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson, a screen on Wembanyama. Johnson. Now Mobley. Outside Johnson. Now Robinson. It's stolen.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Now here's Mobley. Outside Thompson. They double-team Thompson. Here's Robinson. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And the Kings call time here. They're down by 8. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Wembanyama! Yes, sir! Hits the jumper.
Assisted by Gracie
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Sacramento foul. Oscar Robertson. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Klay Thompson.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Howard. Chamberlain is out there with Irving. Then it's Jason Kidd. And it's Durant in at the shooting guard. Now here's George. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Booker shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
Booker taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me, the best part, his competitive edge and toughness, it sets him apart nightly.
He's perfect from the line this time.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Outside, KD. Outside, Irving. Chamberlain kicks to Durant. Clock at 6. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Now, Kevin Durant's not missing chippies, folks. You allow him to get that kind of position, turn the lights out.
Parrish outside. Rebounded by Howard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Bucket is good.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what can happen.
Kidd dishes to Durant. And it's sent back by O'Neal. George passes to Anthony. Now here's Booker. Back to Anthony. The shot from 20 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Here's Orlando now. 4-point game. KD against George. Durant way outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. They get it again. Howard misses.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And stolen by Chamberlain. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 6. George passes to Booker. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth team.
Irving passes to Kidd. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Chamberlain, no luck.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Back to Anthony. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Durant to the paint. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
George with the bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here, guys, for the Bulls.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Chamberlain is out there with Howard. And it's Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Kidd in at point. Booker on the move. Back to Anthony. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pass to Kidd. And here's Chamberlain. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Chicago leading by 12. Anthony kicks to Booker. Here's Parrish. O'Neal sets the screen for George. Pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. The 19-footer is on the money. Anthony's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Magic trail by 14. Left side, KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Booker the pass to Anthony. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear to take off.
For three, Booker. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Kidd dishes to Howard. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Anthony's got 7 points here in this quarter. Pass to Howard. Outside Durant. George with the defensive effort. Chicago leading by 13. Now O'Neal, guarded by Chamberlain. Kidd kicks to Chamberlain. Over O'Neal. Here's Howard. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Parrish picks one up there.
The first guy you have to box out, Dwight. Can't allow Howard to be free on the glass.
One shot.
One shot.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Booker looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Anthony. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside Irving. Kidd passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And not a whole lot the D can do. Once Howard is in position for the dunk, he might as well start jogging back the other way.
Now George puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So it's Chicago now, led by as many as 14 points. Parrish is out there with Anthony. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's George in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Kidd. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Robert Parrish. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kidd. He has yet to score. to Howard. Clock at 6. Now Chamberlain. Irving from long range trains the three-pointer.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
And it's Anthony at the elbow. Outside, George. On the wing, Booker. The three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Make the noise for your incredible.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant making you pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
Outside Anthony. Now here's Booker. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Julius Erving. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And so here is Chicago. They've led by as many as 14 points. Anthony finds Booker. Back to Anthony. Shaq with a screen on Durant. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, this is why Carmelo can be so scary when he's coming off the pick and roll. Just so many ways he can hurt you.
KD on the wing. George with the steal. Durant against Anthony. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 9. Outside, KD. Three-pointer, Kidd. And it's all in by the Bulls. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker dishes to George. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Nailed from three-point land.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Pass to Durant. Stolen by George. Jumps up. And George with the stuff.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Chicago. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Back to Booker. There's the triple. Orlando grabs the miss. Fires from way outside. And so it's Chicago, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Orlando, Irving is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Howard. And it's Durant. And it's Kidd in at the point guard. Outside Anthony. Stolen by Durant. In comes Durant.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
And here is Anthony. Booker outside. Over Kidd. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
Outside Anthony. Now O'Neal. Oh, the size and the force of Shaquille O'Neal.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Durant, and the shot will go down.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Here's Parrish. Here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. Booker! Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Durant fires. Keeps it alive. He parachutes in for the putback.
Dwight Howard with the timely bucket. Go ahead, Big Serve.
Outside Anthony. Booker with the screen for Anthony. Lays it in off the window.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Durant driving to the basket. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Yeah, Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Shaq is screen on Kidd. Devin Booker misses the deep 3.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
It's good!
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Booker against Kidd. Booker inside. George! That does not go. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Got a piece of it. O'Neal with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
At the line for Chicago, Carmelo Anthony. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of Orlando was getting across in their huddle. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Irving.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Bulls, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Durant against George. O'Neal Pair for the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 14th foul. At the line for 2, Shaquille O'Neal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.